Hello, greetings and hello, and welcome to the Geek Battle Show here on the Extreme Improv Extremed YouTube channel, as well as the Geek Battle YouTube channel. Head over to www.youtube.com/@geekbattle and smash that subscribe button. Set your phasers to stun, because we are about to open the games and have some fun. And we have some stunners here tonight. Now, in this introductions round, everyone is going to introduce themselves, and if they have one prepared, they're going to give you a random geek trivia fact. If they don't have a geek trivia fact, then they're going to lose some points here, because it's all about the points as we figure out who is this week's Geek of the Week. So, Dave, say hello to the people and give us a random geek trivia fact.
Well, hello to the people. I am Dave MC, based in Paris, France, and surprisingly this week, I do not have a geek fact. So my geek fact would be, always come prepared with a geek fact.
-1 point. Oh, what a shame. Now, someone who isn't going to let us down, because they never do, is Marty. Say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone. This is Marty in Atlanta, Georgia, and I do have a geek fact. Marvel Comics... their first superhero was the Human Torch, and it's not the one that's in the Fantastic Four. He was an android that was created by a scientist to burst into flame, and he also had a sidekick named Toro. But after the war, superhero comics went out of favor, and so Marvel only published romance comics until about 1965, when they started having, their resurgence with Fantastic Four and Spider-Man and all those guys.
That is super fascinating. I'm going to definitely give you a bonus point there. What were the... was there, a character? Was there, Captain Love? Was there... Who was the hero of the Love comics?
No, it was just, this isn't a Marvel comic, but it was just stuff like this.
I want to know how come you've got that ready to hand. That's just, there you go.
Because I was making a Valentine card for my wife the other day.
Yeah. We know you're halfway through the 7 season.
Because I'm a heartthrob.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Now, speaking of our resident heartthrob, Tim, say hello to the people.
Geez, thank you for the. That's a standard. Hello to the people. I'm live from Barrington Beach, getting my suntan and also applying sunblock as well. My geek fact for the week, as I stall and try to remember. Oh yes, in hard science fiction, nuclear weapons have a different role and purpose in space than they do on a planet, because what the purpose of the nuclear explosion does is it actually creates a shock wave by impacting the matter around it. And in space, there's no matter surrounding the nuclear weapon, so you really have to deliver the nuclear weapon close to the enemy targets, such as a larger spaceship or something like that, to really have an impact. So you got to be careful about how you're implementing nuclear weapons, at least as a bomb, but they can also be used to charge a projectile in a different fashion to become more powerful against an enemy spaceship.
Wow. That's fascinating. So, if it has to be close to things, I watched the film Armageddon 2 days ago. And so they put the nuclear thing inside the asteroid. So that would be the same as on Earth, right?
That would be the same as on Earth, because it's surrounded by matter. Because but I guess having an atmosphere also helps as well, because it kind of contains things, and the matter in an atmosphere, the gases that surround the area are going to also be impacted as well. But I think Armageddon's, for what it's worth, drilling into the asteroid's going to be a really good way of surrounding it with matter and blowing it to smithereens.
Well, exactly.
Power.
Now, speaking of things that matter, Jana, say hello to the people.
Hey, everybody. I'm Jana. I remember I have to do a geek fact. Aquaman's hometown was shot in Petty Harbor, Newfoundland. I might have said that already, but I don't know.
Oh, I'm going to take that point away again. Right, now I'm joking. Right, okay. But someone who I'm going to take a point away from, just for the fact they haven't sorted out their StreamYard situation, is Capelthave.
Hailing from the land of leopards, elephants, and crocodile, and no StreamYard is me, Dave. And I'm not a Greek fan, but I'm going to follow Tim. So, in space, there's actually cosmic radiation. And astronauts have to actually worry about getting cosmically radiated when they're on space. And that's why there's a lot of high chance for them to get cancers and all that. That's why astronauts are high-paying jobs. So in the comics Fantastic Four, they did get hit by cosmic rays. In a sense, that is true. If the sun does start to, solar flare up, they won't have any atmosphere to protect themselves. They would only have their ships and the metal things. And that is not a good protection against cosmic radiation. So it won't give you superpowers, but it can give you cancer.
Amazing. There we go. This goes into like the whole getting into conspiracy theory territory of like whether we landed on the moon and stuff, about whether like we can actually go that far in space without just like getting horribly burnt to a crisp.
Maybe they do have cancer, and the cancer manifests as their superpowers.
I like it.
You know what would be interesting is if you get burned to a crisp, can you cook like potatoes or French fries in space and have it taste differently?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That'd be so cool.
Now, I saw the film Titanic yesterday in 4DX. So it was like a 4DX showing of Titanic where it like sprays water in your face and all this kind of stuff. And it was
when the ship went down, did you go down with the sea?
When did it spray water in your face? During the sex scene?
No, but we literally did joke about would that kind of thing happen. But no, it didn't. It didn't even like shake you about at all. It was terrible, disappointing. It was mostly 3D. It didn't really shake you around until like it was crashing and everything. But what I was going to say is like that was like just over 100 years ago that film came out. No, that's the Titanic launched, and like going across the sea was like this incredible thing. And now we're talking about going to Mars. It's just weird to think like where we'll be in 100 years' time. But anyway.
And the tragedy Titanic is the reason why we started developing radar, because at the time of Titanic, we used to have people just look at icebergs and say, and afterwards we were like, no, we need a better system to, monitor icebergs that we heading our way.
Yeah, there you go. Now, moving on from this, now we've got a bunch of things to react to. Now, who here saw the Super Bowl? Or more importantly, who here saw the trailers that they showed during the Super Bowl?
I saw the trailers.
How many nerds here actually watch sports? Is what
how many nerds here actually watch sports? Did anyone see... We saw trailers for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We saw trailers for The Flash, for Indiana Jones, and what else? Remind me what else we got, guys. Or is that it?
What's the name? The DC's new film, Flash.
That's the first one I said. Or no, it may not have been.
Oh, okay.
Right, okay. Well, second. Right. So anyway, let's respond to some of these. So, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer. What did anyone think of it? Let's give some reactions to this breaking...
I think it's good. I thought it was going to be a mad movie, but I think this is going to be a good movie. James Gunn knows how to do... I think they made the whole emotional investment in Rocket Raccoon. I like Rocket Raccoon, and it feels like it's going to dig into his backstory. And whenever you have a cute, fluffy animal that has a tragic backstory, yeah, it's going to win a lot of hearts.
Yeah, well, I think just on that front, they were like, everyone really dug Baby Groot. We need Baby Rocket Raccoon. And they just like, find a way, make it happen. Right. Anyone else? What was our initial reactions to Guardians 3? Marty?
I will be sad if they kill Rocket. I would much prefer them kill Star-Lord, because Chris Pratt's getting on my nerves nowadays. And I wish the High Evolutionary's costume was a little bit more like the comics. In the comics, he has a really cool look, and it looks like they've ditched it completely for the movie. As far as the movie is concerned, from the trailer, it's hard to tell whether it'll be good or not. I mean, I think someone is going to die, and like I said, if it's Rocket, it'll be real sad.
Yeah, that'll be like killing Dobby levels of sadness. It's just like...
That's right.
You can't do that to us. Did anyone else see this? What did we think?
I saw it. I wasn't, I guess with all like the recent movies coming out to sort of be like neon lights and stuff like that, I don't know, it felt too gaudy, maybe?
God,
Flashy?
It's the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Like Gudy, like kind of, I don't know, like DC has a certain look where everything's almost grayscale.
Flashy?
Flashy might be it, yeah. It I'm probably gonna see it, but I don't know. I think the last phase has really of Marvel, the MCU is just kind of like, I'm not interested.
Well,
but easy.
you
The
go.
thing that you said that, Tim, about Flash, like DC's being a little bit grey, but have you noticed that this Flash movie has a lot of color in it? I mean,
It does.
It's very unusual for the Snyderverse, I would
Oh
say.
my god, I have reactions about that too.
Oh, we'll get to the Flash soon enough. Jana, Dave,
Okay.
have either of you seen the trailer for Guardians 3?
I haven't seen the latest trailer.
I did watch it, yeah.
Okay, so I'll be able to describe it for you in a moment. But Dave,
Things that I think about have mostly been said, like Marty said it. I think they might be setting up that one of them's going to die. I have a feeling as well it's going to be Rocket because they're going into his backstory a little bit, so I think that might happen. But I think I had the same reaction like I did to Ant-Man. It's just like I might just watch it, but at the moment I'm like I just want to get it over with because I've had this thing where I've had Marvel fatigue, and I'm just a little bit like you've got to excite me, but at the same point I'm like you've left a bad taste because of Phase 4, so you've got I don't know how to feel excited about the next Marvel movie.
well, try, damn it, try. Look, this is Guardians of the Galaxy.
It might be the fact that somebody last week spoiled Wakanda Forever for me.
Well, this movie's been out for 3 months. It's on Disney Plus now.
Yeah, it is on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I know it's on Disney Plus.
Well, but okay, so Janny, you weren't here, but like last week, I was like, yeah, so in Wakanda Forever, Black Panther, she doesn't become Black Panther for ages, and Dave's like, like this. I didn't know that he hadn't seen it.
Can you? Because it happens in the comics. Like, how much are you really spoiling stuff based
No,
on
but
other
the
stuff?
thing is, I already knew that was going to happen because a certain place that I worked at, they brought that character out. So I was like, oh, I know who it is like that straight away. But then when David put the spoiler out, I was like, why? Why would you do this?
Because it's 3 months old.
Not that spoiler. It was the one with about the thing about T'Challa. The thing that you said.
The plot about Ironheart, I think.
No.
No.
It was about
It was-
T'Challa's mum.
Something
Shuri's
about
mum.
Yeah.
killing,
Yeah.
killing, and I was like, why?
Well, anyway.
The Guardians trailer, but like all is fair to be spoiled by the Guardians trailer being on a Geek battle show.
Well, here's the thing about the Guardians trailer that I was literally going to say. It looks wonderful. I have no idea what the plot is at all. There is like, you see Peter and he's like, I'm really sad. You don't know who he's looking at. So you assume it's not himself. So, sorry, Marty. But it might be Rocket. It might be
The villain
Drax.
is the High Evolutionary.
There's a scene where they're carrying Drax and he's been like shot in the chest with like a big like laser beam or something. And then you see Adam Warlock and it looks cool and I have no idea what it's about at all.
But they're gonna be sad for reasons and then have to come together and rally and then learn something about themselves.
Yeah.
That is the franchise.
It is. Marty.
2 things. One, there's a theory going around that the death of the character can be predicted by the color of the logo of the Guardians movies. So the first movie has a brown logo, which
Groot.
Groot.
Oh, hang on, Dave. Have you seen Guardians 1? Because we don't want to... Like, oh, Marty, you
How
may have
about
just
Guardians?
spoiled
Sorry,
it.
I got an itch.
Yeah.
And then Guardians 2 has the blue logo for Yondu.
Yeah.
And so go and look at the logo for this one and see.
Well, I would, but because Capelthave's here, we can't be on StreamYard and I can't show you everything. Right,
Yeah.
so, anyway.
And the second thing was, what were we just talking about? Because now I've forgotten.
We were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I don't know. What was I going to say?
It's white. It's white. So I'm guessing Chris Pratt.
Chris
He's
Pratt.
the only white guy.
Santa.
He is white.
It's white.
Gamora is green. Drax is... What colour is Drax? Bluish?
Purple.
He's also
Purple.
green.
Purple.
Purple?
He's supposed to be. He's green in the comics, but in the movies, he's more like gray and red. His tattoos are red.
Okay,
Ish.
yeah. Well, okay, so Rocket, he's grey, but has white bits and... I don't know.
Oh yeah, he has white bits. Raccoon.
So does the
Nah,
Otter.
it's gotta be Chris Pratt. I think they're killing Chris Pratt.
I would just kill them all. It's the end of the series, right?
No.
Oh, but the other thing I'm curious to see what they do with Adam Warlock, because in the comics, Adam Warlock's ultimate goal, or the big thing that he does, is he kills Thanos.
Who Adam Warlock
They
does?
made it like
But-
in the second movie. They made it like he was designed to fight the Guardians.
Right, but I'm just saying in the comics, he kills Thanos, and now there's no Thanos to kill. What's going to happen with Adam Warlock? You know, what are they going to do with him?
Who killed Thanos? It's the Avengers. I'm gonna kill that.
Thanos will be back. Like, Thanos has already been back in What If, you know, so...
He probably will be. Nobody
Yeah.
really dies in comic book land.
Exactly.
They just get a Band-Aid put on and then they're fine.
Yeah, but I thought the
Oh,
trailer...
it'll be baby Thanos.
Baby Thanos, yeah.
Baby Thanos.
No, don't. I thought the trailer for Guardians 3 was very safe in that, like, it just looked like more Guardians of the Galaxy. It didn't blow me away. I don't know when it's out. Anyone know?
I can't remember.
No, okay.
I would guess since Ant-Man's coming out.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a little while.
May 5.
Oh,
Release date is
May
May 5.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So, but like the bigger thing, this being that it's Guardians of the Galaxy directed by James Gunn, we all know that he is secretly the Thanos of Marvel, being sent to DC to wipe out half of the universe with this Flash film, where he will click his fingers. And as we saw from this Flash trailer, now Jana, have you seen the Flash trailer?
I have.
Oh, thank God! I was going to say there is so much in this. Yeah.
But
Okay, Jana, we will start with you then. What are your reactions to the Flash trailer?
Batman is cool. Ezra Miller is problematic.
That is what we have learned from this trailer. Here's the thing.
And we have two of them.
Now-
We have two of them now.
Look,
Maybe three.
my official stance on this position, especially after they cancelled Batgirl, is look, if someone's problematic, then they can be dealt with in due course after I've seen the film. Just let me see it, and then we can say, oh, we can't watch that anymore. But let me see it first. Let me just know what happens. Don't rid Michael Keaton from everything. He's come back. He's an old man. He's played Batman again in like 3 things, and there was rumours that they were cutting him from everything. Let me see Michael Keaton.
It's like a weird sequel to Birdman.
It is. Yeah.
I'm watching it in real time.
Yeah. Why do you think? Why did they go out? Why did they start saying, "Oh, we took all that stuff out"?
I don't know. Like lies,
Because
rumours.
here's the problem. They want to reboot the universe, but the problem is they are to market this movie as well. So they're like stuck between two things that they can't handle. What if this film becomes a success? What if Flash becomes a success? What if Aquaman becomes a success? They're like, oh shit, why don't we just keep continuing this? But I have the new reboot plan. Oh yeah, but this makes money. What do we do?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the reboot plan seems to be, not as concrete enough that they could probably work around it,
It doesn't seem like it's a reboot really at all, because they've already announced that there is going to be Waller, and I read today that they are going to do Peacemaker, like series 2 or season 2. Exactly. So it's like we're just going to keep the things we like, and Henry Cavill upset someone somewhere, so we'll get rid of him.
Yeah.
And look, they said that I can't remember the name of the actress that they showed in Flash that's playing Supergirl. But I'd read before that they weren't going to keep her as Supergirl. But now they're showing her as like the highlight of this trailer, so they can't get rid of her. We haven't seen her yet.
Isn't it like Flashpoint? Isn't the point to just fuck with the? I mean, mess up with the timeline.
Yeah, but like, why introduce them just to get rid of them?
Yeah, but the thing is that even if they reset the timeline, they're going to do an Aquaman movie. So again, the timeline in a way continues because the Aquaman movie is going to come after the Flash movie.
Yeah.
They're just doing multiverse of madness with the Flash.
Yeah.
Why are there two of them?
Who saw this trailer and thought it should be called Flash Far From Home?
Well, yeah, absolutely. The weird thing, though, is that they had this, like, DC are so slow on their movies that they had announced this before Spider-Man came out. And we all knew that it was going to be a multiverse with, there's going to be Michael Keaton come back and everything. We knew this before they had even released Far From Home. And then this, like, a year later, and they're only just showing the trailers for this.
David's just watching the trailer.
Yeah, I'm just watching it now.
Okay.
Well, I'm excited to see Keaton again, but Ezra Miller they leave me cold.
Oh my god!
Look, I liked Ezra Miller in Justice League, so let this film come out, and then deal with anything else.
David, you're selfish. You're selfish.
No, I want to watch this film. And I want it to be that. And look, for me, the biggest thing watching it is General Zod is back. I did not know that was going to happen at all. To me, that's awesome.
David. If you want to watch a better film of this film, go watch the animated Flashpoint. It's basically the same story.
I've said it before, Cap, and I'll say it again. No one here cares about the animated versions.
Why?
I'm with Cap on this one. Watch the animated one.
No!
Watch the animated Flashpoint. It's so much better.
What do you mean so much better? You haven't seen it yet. You've seen a 1 minute trailer.
I've just watched the trailer, and my immediate reaction is, first off, why are there two of them? Second of all, the Flashpoint animated is so much better, and it's just like, come on!
Well, there's two Flashes because one's probably going to be the other bad guy Flash.
Reverse Flash. Yeah.
Yeah. Like my guess is he's going to be the Flash in gold version. I don't remember in
Gold
the
Flash.
animated series. Yeah.
But again, this is DC's animated universe is way better. And if the movies just did what they did, they would have been extra successful because the Avengers kind of did the same because they released the Ultimate animated movies and they just kind of followed this somewhat of the same plot.
But I'd say that's a good idea for because Michael Keaton, he's a bit older, so he could have fit the Thomas Wayne character instead of Bruce Wayne.
Well, if Keaton's gonna stick around, I wouldn't mind seeing a live action Batman Beyond movie.
Oh,
Jana?
That would be awesome.
Oh, and even the Arrowverse crossovers are pretty fun. Crisis
okay, what do we think? Because we had Ezra Miller appear in the Crisis TV show. Are we going to get some of these characters? Because look, we know we have Batfleck and we know we have Michael Keaton. There are two Ezra Millers. Who else is going to be in this? General Zod is back, obviously. We have a brand new Supergirl. What surprises are we going to get? There was all the rumours about George Clooney and Christian Bale. Tim, what do you reckon?
So my worry is this going to be Spider-Man 3 or is this going to be Spider-Man Far From Home? Because you've got
as long as it's not the Amazing Spider-Man.
Which is like three bad guys. I didn't really watch those movies. Sorry, Andrew Garfield. But are you going to have three bad guys? And then one bad guy becomes a good guy, and it just becomes like this too many bad guys thing? Or is it a cohesive story that can blend together a lot of different characters? And, it's difficult to pay attention to them, but it's immersive. Like, it feels like something I want to watch.
Okay, Dave?
I just want to think, what if this was a movie that was before the Justice League stuff? Because it would give Flash an excuse. Like in Justice League, he's like, I don't want to break this time barrier. I don't want to break the sound barrier because I've already done it and everything went wrong.
Why wouldn't
I mean,
he
that's
say?
what they-
Hang on. So wait.
Carry on with the reboot.
Why wouldn't he just say, "Hey, look, you know,
Well,
I already met General Zod and all this. I know what's going to happen." No, he can't avoid time travel.
So he's already gone back and tried to save his mum from being killed by Reverse Flash or whoever.
Yeah.
Not a spoiler. That's his origin. He goes back to stop that happening, and then everything changes. So he doesn't know who General Zod is. He doesn't know who Batman is.
Wait, hang on, Dave. I've just got to pick up. You said his mum died. Spoilers! No. No, Dave. What have you done?
I've ruined everything. No, what have I done? It's not like it's in his bloody origin.
Yeah.
I think,
Tim?
Dave, I think that's really. Go ahead, Cap.
I think I'm asking who is Ezra Miller's agent? Because I think he has a solid contract for DC to go. You know what? We can't stop Batgirl, but we can take out the Flash movie. He has a solid contract.
What I think they should do is two things. Dave, you bring up a good point, but DC was trying to rush the Justice League so they could compete with the MCU's Avengers.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't have done the solo titles and sort of blend together smaller elements like General Zod and Superman, and have a more fleshed out story. And then on another note, if the Flash did exist, maybe he could use his time travel skills just to back things up and say, "Hey, DC, get your stuff together, because Marvel's going to make you look like a baby and just filling your diaper with this load of Dawn of Justice, and get your planning together so we can get some decent single story movie before you bring out Doomsday and then Darkseid."
I really like Dawn of Justice.
I just snidered in my pants.
Jana?
It's nice that I can see everything on the screen, so I like that choice of light in I suppose.
Flash.
Tell the other
Nice to see some color. Yeah.
Okay.
But to be honest, I feel like that's it's gonna be a little bit of a wacky. I think the Michael Keaton Batman is gonna be a little bit more wackier. So again, when DC tries to be funny, it doesn't usually work, because we all seen the Josh League, or what's it called? What are they called? The Avengers guys, Justice League.
The Whedon cut. The Justice League.
Yeah. So what if this turned out to be a terribly unfunny movie, but this thing is just incredibly funny or something?
I don't know, all of I was just I'll come to you in a second. What I was just going to say is all of the previews, all of the ratings and that say it's really good. But anyway, Jana?
No, it's just it's gonna make money whether it's good or bad, because everyone's gonna go see it opening weekend, so it doesn't matter.
When does it come out?
I don't know. I'll try to find this out.
June 6th?
Yeah, that's what I saw when I watched the trailer.
Okay.
June 6th. Let's have.
So you suggesting, Cap, they'll make a Batman wacky? Are you suggesting they'll go like an Adam West sort of thing? You won't have a grappling gun, you'll just have a grappling line, and they'll walk up the building like that.
I mean, think about the intro in the trailer, right? I feel like Keaton has a smile in it, and I'm going, they're going to turn him back.
No, I don't think he'll be wacky. I think he's just been Batman for a long time and he doesn't take himself as seriously as he used to.
Could be,
I mean,
but I'll wait until I see the movie.
Michael Keaton is 71 years old.
Wow. There you go. How about that?
Batman Beyond.
And how much is he kind of lucked out, really? Because on the DC side, it's like, well, I'm back as Batman, and on the Marvel side, he's stuck in Morbius land, never to be seen again. So it's like, how did I end up here? And in the other one, Tim is frozen. Tim is rejoining. That's weird, because he's
Did you
already
see the
here.
thing the other day where John Leguizamo said he was supposed to be the Vulture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
But then Keaton changed his mind, and I mean they wanted Keaton, and then Keaton didn't want to do it, and so they wanted...
Hold that thought, Marty. We've just got like a multiverse thing going on. We have two Tims.
Flashpoint.
It's reverse Tim.
Oh, and now we've got none. Oh my god,
Reverse Tim.
that is weird. Yeah.
Everyone protect their moms.
Yeah. No, but
The Matrix. I want
Tim's
to
just created a
I'm one of the lizard
multiverse.
people. I'm one of the lizard people transmitting from the UFO balloons. You know?
The Chinese balloon.
Yeah, there we go.
No, this is a Martian one.
Right. So anyway, who
Yeah.
saw?
I'm.
We can perhaps dive back to some of this. Well, any predictions? Like, will we get a CGI Adam West in this? Like, are we going to get Christopher Reeve in this?
Ooh.
I hope not.
Like, I hope so.
I think probably.
Yeah, why not? Do it.
I would love to
Either
get
that, or
Gene Hackman
either
Lex
that, or you're
Luthor.
going to see the funeral
Gene Hackman
photo
Lex
coming out.
Luthor. That is it. That is what we need.
Yeah.
You're right, Tim.
Let's get all the Lex Luthors in a room together, trying to figure out who's the most Lex Luthor-ish.
Yeah.
And then they need to bring back Terrence Stamp as Zod too.
Yeah.
What if there's multiple Lex Luthors? There's just one who actually has hair.
Oh my God! Like, imagine. So you've got Michael
Jesse
Shannon there.
Eisenberg.
You've got Michael Shannon there, right? And he's like, you know, you will surrender to me, Cal. And suddenly from behind him you hear, kneel before Zod. And he turns around and we have a Zod off. And they just sort of circle around each other.
Sod off.
Yeah.
And Michael Shannon's like, you will surrender to me, Cal. And like how he just repeats it like once or twice.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then Terrence Stamp is just like, non. And suddenly non flies in. That'd be awesome. That is what I want. That is all I want.
I will find him.
Yeah.
I will find him.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, so so just very quickly before we move on, what did we think of the look of the new Supergirl? I thought the costume looks cool. It's a bit Spider-Man like in that it's a lot more red.
I'm intrigued by it.
And they show it like as if she's been locked up somewhere. So
Yeah.
Can I spoil the animated movie?
No, don't spoil that bit. Do not spoil that. I know what you're
serious?
thinking of. Do
I
not
don't think you
spoil
can
it.
spoil it. It's you're very talking about
I mean,
it is
technically,
spoiling it
David
for me.
doesn't care.
Yes, but I do. There might be people there who haven't seen it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
Yeah,
play.
like, go watch the animated film. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil this for you guys. But
Right.
again, it's far better than
If it's on something I can watch for free at double speed, I will. Now,
I watched it on YouTube. I think I first saw the film on YouTube, but I don't think UK can do that.
okay, who here saw the trailer for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny?
Is it him in a retirement home just trying to get like a bowl of milk? And it's just him in the fridge
Oh.
I'm trying to find my cowboy.
Dial is a soap. So he's in the shower and he drops the soap.
Where's
so
my
old,
soap?
he can't reach it.
Wow.
Somebody help
Raiders
me.
music in.
Something I read, and I don't know if this is true, but apparently it's been longer in between Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and Dial of Destiny than it was in between Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and the previous one. Does anyone know if that's true? Because that's weird if it is. Because it feels like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was still recent.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I just think
2000
Harrison Ford probably just needs to make a couple extra bucks right now. So he's like, sure, whatever.
Why does he need to make extra money? What's he done?
I don't know. I mean, he's got probably insurance.
I can buy another boat.
Flying planes.
He can only get so much money just by standing on planes and going, "Get off my plane!
Get off my plane!" Apparently, he's going to join the Avengers as Red Hulk, as Thunderbolt Ross. Yeah,
What?
yeah, absolutely.
That'd be good.
Yeah, because William Hurt died.
Yeah.
That hurts when he died.
William. Yeah.
You mean the
I
guy
don't
who
know.
played General Ross?
Yeah.
No, you know, I really appreciated him in that as that character for the MCU. He just has this like authoritative, I know what's best for you
Yeah.
feeling.
I never would have cast him, but he did a good job.
Who would have you cast, Marty?
I'm
Yourself.
not real sure. I'd have
Yourself.
to think about
Yourself.
I would have cast Marty
I mean,
as
it. They,
General Ross.
Sam, who was in the Bad Hulk movie? Sam Elliott was Thunderbolt Ross in that one.
Yeah.
And that, I think that's good casting, but
Well, they should bring him back. Why don't they just bring him back? Like,
Yeah.
they've got a
It goes
multiverse
right with
now.
Nicolas Cage, and he's more
Well,
needed
like-
with Nicolas Cage.
My
They
theory
could.
is the Edward Norton Hulk. It was actually the first multiverse film. Or, well, I guess Spider-Man is, but like that film could be completely separate to everything else. And they did actually speak about when they made She-Hulk about bringing back Edward Norton at the end, and they couldn't make it happen for whatever reason. But that whole
Glad
film,
they didn't. Leave those movies alone.
no,
Maybe,
but that
maybe he is.
film,
Maybe he's Scar.
no, but like when you see Abomination
No.
looks different. When you see Edward Norton, it's not Mark Ruffalo. You've never seen Betty Ross come back at all. And it's like that whole Incredible Hulk film could have just been a different universe.
If the Edward Norton Hulk sees the modern, what's the new guy's Mark Ruffalo does, he's gonna murder.
Did you say call Mark Ruffalo the new guy? He like
Yeah,
joined in
the new guy.
2012.
I mean,
technically he is the new guy.
No offense to the actor, but the thing is that when I saw him as Hulk, I didn't really like it. But I think he did make a better Bruce. But the Hulk design, I didn't like it in the Avengers because it was kind of icky. And again, the other ones, he was still kind of cool. Then later on, they kind of upgraded a little bit, but then they made him into Professor Hulk.
Ugh,
I'm the nerd
terrible.
one now.
I never
So-
liked Professor Hulk.
Nobody
Okay,
liked Professor Hulk,
let's
that's why
bring
they got
things
rid
back.
of
Or
it.
maybe the sense I'm getting is that people just don't care about the new Indiana Jones film.
I kind of don't.
Really?
No, I really don't.
Do we
Just
think Indiana Jones is
what
going to
medieval
survive it?
artifacts am I going to find this time?
Say what?
Stop talking over one another.
There's a lot.
And now no one talks.
I was saying, I just
so-
Indiana Jones, like, it's done now. Like, King of the Crystal Skull, kind of, it was just bad, and I think they're just, what else can they do with him? Like, it's Indiana Jones. Like, the Last Crusade, it was a great ending. Like, why do they need to keep Indiana Jones going? Of all the things to bring back, why Indiana Jones?
Money!
Money!
Yeah, and
Yeah.
why isn't Steven Spielberg directing it?
Oh, he just doesn't care anymore.
It's so,
I think it's a
don't-
theme.
I think it's a bad idea.
I don't think it's a bad idea, but I don't know if it'll work. Like, I'm not the kind of person who is interested in Indiana Jones, but I did have a roommate once who like really liked the librarian who was in ER, the doctor who was in ER. I forget his name, but like that sort of adventure in the history books and like archaeology and.
I
Some
give
stuff like that.
you a better franchise for the Indiana Jones movie, the Mummy franchise. Basically, it's like 2000 Indiana Jones.
Okay.
So
Okay, but it almost fits that theme. I feel like the Indiana Jones appeals to a certain kind of adventure seeker who's more based in like a historical aspect or something. So I think it might work.
Egyptian is not historical.
Well,
The
like
Mummy
mystical,
movies are way more historical than Moon Knight. Okay.
maybe mystical, but like you know, the librarian, National Treasure, movies like that where you.
Rachel Weisz plays the librarian. I will die on this hill defending the Mummy movie.
Look, I read the other day that Brendan Fraser may want to come back and do The Mummy film.
No,
Yeah.
please God, no.
Maybe he
But
is the
he
mummy.
would
Like, Brendan
probably
Fraser
be
is the
Jack.
mummy.
He would be the Mummy.
Look, what
We
is
are
it?
just-
The
we are
vibe, the
so
vibe I'm
out.
getting here is no one wants ever there to be another sequel to anything ever
Well,
again.
we are stuck.
No
we're stuck in
Indiana
the past.
Jones, no The Mummy. I'm done with
No.
Marvel.
There,
We're stuck in the past.
Yeah,
I
Jan.
just,
Make something
Oh.
original.
it's just like they're doing so much CGI on like older actors, which is like great, but it's just like just cast somebody else
But look,
and like have it
to be
pass the
fair,
torch.
look,
kind of.
no one went to see Solo. So what do you do?
Gee,
For
I
good
wonder
reason.
I
why.
didn't see that actually.
Yeah, but like, so it's like if you can't give a new actor the same role, it's like we've just got to. They panicked. They're like, no one wants to see a different Han Solo, so it's just like we need to CGI this.
Yeah.
There
but the
are
reason-
more stories in the universe than these.
But here's the thing, the reason Solo didn't do so good and no one went to see it is because, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but the movie was shit.
Not bad, but like
Set it up with,
you just knew he was never gonna end up with the girl in the movie because he's already with another girl.
Yeah, this is the problem with prequels. Like,
Yeah, but you say that, David, but like the Clone Wars series did a better job. They did the master of
hang on,
prequels,
let
I
me
would
just
say.
check
Like,
something, Cap. Is this animated? Nobody
Yes,
cares.
yes, yes.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cared for him.
I care.
Hollywood.
I think.
Zoom is on my side and Zoom cut him off. Why, Zoom, why?
Marty?
Hollywood doesn't. They need to learn how to read a fucking book, because there are so many great books and comics out there that have not been adapted and have not been made into movies. We don't need to keep recycling all this stuff over and over and over again. There is a ton of new material out there that could be made into movies, and they're not doing it because they want the money from the stuff that's proven. And it's the trap that we're all trapped in the past, and we can't get out of it.
Yeah. Well, on that note, I've just read to see if there was any breaking news. I Am Legend 2 confirmed to make the original movie's alternate ending canon. So basically, Will Smith is going to survive. Just because he
He's going to
survived.
slap Chris Rock. Chris Rock will play a zombie, and he'll slap him.
Yeah. Oh my god, they should so do that.
Marty, that's already been done in the movies. They're going to do something else instead.
Yeah. Oh, did you see Kevin Feige's announcement?
Which was?
No.
He confirmed that they are going to slow down on production of the TV shows. And he said to give each one more space. But to be honest with you, it's so that they can be hopefully better than they are.
I think it's because they ran out of money. I think Disney, after the Super Bowl, had to lay off a lot of employees. I think there was news came out that they were like, we're running out of money.
They bet all their money on the Super Bowl. Is that what you're saying, Cap? They bet all their money on the Super Bowl. Right, should have bet on the Chiefs. Now, what I can say is, it says here, Batgirl and Doom Patrol's Brendan Fraser is open to returning to DC Studios, because obviously he was cut in Batgirl. And I read the other day, I can't remember who played Batgirl, but she's really annoyed that they're saying that the film was unreleasable, because that just makes it sound like it was a terrible film.
How bad is it? Is it like...
I just want to see this film more than anything.
I think it'll get leaked at some point.
Who knows?
But the thing is that as long as they have these balls hanging, there's probably going to be hard for them to reboot it, because there's a recent trend they want to sell the Snyderverse to Netflix. I don't think Netflix is in the position to buy anything right now, but I would say I don't think they'll take it.
Sell Snyderverse to Netflix.
Why not?
That can't happen.
Why?
Because it's a Warner Brothers thing.
Yeah, but they can sell it to them.
No,
I'd love to see Batgirl.
I think it's just Marty doesn't want to see the greatest superhero ever and greatest detective ever, which is Batman, on Netflix.
Yeah.
Let the Snyder stuff go, please.
No, just make one more film. Let them fight Darkseid.
One more film.
And that's it.
One more film.
Just one more. Justice League Part 2.
Get out of the past!
But, interesting point about the Snyder Cut.
Let's move forward.
Interesting point about the Snyder Cut is that the style of films that Snyder did is like the grim dark thing that he did after the Watchmen and everything. I think there was a video, I forgot the name, I think Sarcastic Takes, I think, and the girl makes down the tropes of each era film. So the Snyderverse is that they kind of took a different route, like even with Batman, right? Batman, after his parents' death, he was motivated to begin a war on crime. But then they started like, he was psychologically traumatized, and he's kind of a little nut. And again, both can work, but the thing is that at the end of the day, Batman, like she pointed out a scene from the Justice League cartoon, even if you don't care for it, there was a girl that was about to die, and Batman was the one who was by her side, taking a hand of a little girl. Again, it was the serious Batman, but he's still able to accomplish that. Again, there was no heart in the Snyderverse thing. And I would agree But I still like Man of Steel 2. Man of Steel 1, sorry.
Marty, sometimes when you're taking a Snyder, you have to finish that Snyder. Sometimes it means taking a second Snyder.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You have to take that Snyder.
You have to finish it. You gotta wait a minute for the rest of that Snyder to come out. And honestly, I think it could happen.
I can't see it. Like, I can't physically see any of his movies.
Listen, if you're still in Snyder, pull it out, wipe it off, and move on.
It's gonna happen.
Come
It's
on.
gonna happen.
I thought we were talking about diaper humor.
I don't think James Gunn is going to be in charge of DC anything in 5 years' time. He's going
I
to
don't
leave.
think
Yeah,
so
I
either.
mean, like, with this instability, I don't think... I mean, like, it all depends on how these movies... I mean, if these movies fail, he's going to be like, this is why we need the reboot, and he can still continue on. But if this movie kind of makes enough money, he's going to be in a little bit of a problematic
Why can't we get some stuff like from Image Comics or from Dark Horse Comics or just some of the other companies? You know, why is it always got to be Marvel, DC, Marvel, DC, Marvel, DC?
I
like
would
to
love
see
to
them
see
try to-
a Darksiders.
Warner Brothers and Disney.
Well, like,
I-
wasn't it that
I mean, they're finally coming up
so
with
like
authority.
Amazon have got The Boys? Like,
Yeah.
did Netflix have any superhero franchise?
They did make
Yeah,
Jupiter something, and it failed. What was it?
I don't know, to
Just
be honest.
about
I think
three-
Amazon
Rings
has
a bell.
now Invincible. Amazon has Invincible, and Amazon's going to get Warhammer. But the thing is that the reason why you don't have that much Warhammer stuff is that the Game Shop workshop is pretty protective of its IP, and it doesn't want to hand out to anyone that doesn't have a good thing to play on. So, yeah, it depends. I think Amazon's pretty much kind of having unique stuff now with Invincible. I don't know where Primal is now. Primal is still in Adult Swim, I think. So, yeah, there is some interesting stuff on TV.
Marty?
There is talk with the success of the Invincible animated show, which I have seen and is really good. Despite, wanting to give Cap more kudos. It is a really good show. They're talking about live action Invincible for the future. And that's the kind of thing that we need to move into. I mean, there's a whole lot of great comics and other great characters out there that could be good movies. If they just expand their scope a little bit.
And also, they have to put people like the stuff. I would say always that's the thing. You can't have directors going like, I don't like this comic. I never read this comic. But hey, I'm gonna make a movie about it. Oh, this comic is shit. I'm gonna make my own thing. And the fans are like, no. So
I mean,
you're
there's
stuck
even-
in that.
There's even good, like, you see The Last of Us being made into a TV show, even though it's some of those stories are kind of veering off of what was the video games.
Yeah, that is thanking
Mass
God
Effect.
because of
Like, there's Mass Effect, there's there's Halo. You could make a good show or movie off of Halo.
What?
Yeah, you could.
They didn't, Mike.
Anything off of anything. I love The Last of Us because it's like, it's got the heart of the video game, but it's doing cool stuff with like.
Exactly.
Now, the thing
Yeah.
with The Last of Us is I'd love to comment on it, but I don't have Now TV in the UK anymore. And they don't give you the same channel that it's on Virgin TV. And it's the only channel they don't give you. So I'm going to have to find some other way to watch it. But
I
I
swear
enjoyed
it's on
what I saw of
Amazon.
it. What's that, Dave?
I swear it's on Amazon because I swear
No,
I came
it's
across
not.
it like
Well, The Last of Us.
Yeah, The Last of Us.
If you come to Canada, you can use my Crave.
Oh, amazing. I'll do that. Done.
I just-
Nailed it.
To me, it's
Dana,
too
are you
much.
home? I need to watch The Last of Us.
It's to me. It's just I don't know. Maybe I've got zombie fatigue, but I'm like,
I had
It's-
that once. You get some ointment, it'll clear right
it's
up.
more. It's more people wandering around fighting zombies, and I'm
Yeah.
just I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
not
that's
about the
great.
zombies.
Well, it's never about the zombies, but you know what I mean. I mean, instead of regular zombies, these zombies have mushrooms growing on them.
You should have played the video game, then you'd appreciate
I
it.
got stuck in a room with and threw my controller like very early into the game, so I'm enjoying the show.
Yeah. No, like the thing is, like they've even shown off the new Walking Dead Rick and Michonne spin-off, and the Walking Dead, I grant you, didn't have any real story after about season 3. It was just they would go to some place, there would be like a bad group of people, zombies would be there incidentally, and Daryl would never have a story in 11 seasons, and then it ended. I grant you that, but the Last of Us does seem quite good. Jana?
Yeah, I stopped watching the Walking Dead at some point, but the Telltale game is great and heartbreaking and super easy if you aren't a good gamer and you just want to watch the cutscenes.
Okay, so hang on. What, Jana? Was it when Negan turned up? Was that your jumping off point?
Yeah.
Yeah, that killed the whole audience. That everyone just hated the show then. Yeah, as soon as Negan turned up with his bat. Marty?
I just want to, and not for the reasons you're going to think, but I want to see the one episode, the whole episode, where Daryl, I don't have to see, he can get in and close the curtain, but I want to see him take a bath.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
And wash his hair. And what is the deal? Come on.
Well, this is like the TV show 24, if you remember it. Like, it was real time. Not a single time did any character ever take a piss. Not once. Never.
That's because in a crisis, it crawls back up inside you.
It crawls back up.
As your corner, you start to shunt blood from certain things, digestive and other things. You're just like, all right, goes to your muscles, and your limbs.
It's like the Red Dead Redemption 2 thing. It's like they made the game so realistic that the horse can shit and you can see it. And I'm like going, I don't need to see that, actually.
Wow.
How bored do you have to be, Cap, to just play Red Dead Redemption 2? Just to watch a horse take a shit?
It happens all the time. When you feed the horse, it starts shitting.
It is funny.
Who animated that? Like, who was like, that's me, that was my job. That was my
I don't know.
speciality.
It is really interesting.
He's a
filmed
shit
actual
animator.
Horses. They actually filmed the horses when they are taking them.
They should be arrested.
Like in real life, you feed a horse and you make a giant spider, you know? Pretty crazy.
Right.
Just following on what Cap saying, I can confirm that what Cap said is true, but at the same point, Cap, I'm just like, you play a game for the gameplay. You don't just turn on Red Dead Redemption 2 and just say, right, I'm going to watch the horse take a shit. I'm done. Let's play something else.
Yeah, but like you have an epic cutscene while you're on the horse, and then suddenly the horse is like, I'm going to take a shit. And the tail comes up.
Do the characters respond to it if it's like a specific moment where like, wow, that was unplanned for?
I think it has a clock. I think it has a game mechanic as an internal clock where the horse has to do its business.
Okay, Marty?
Oh, okay.
I saw on the, I think it was today, that they wrapped the new Planet of the Apes movie.
There's a new Planet of the Apes movie?
Yep.
Really?
Called Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Is it?
Is it what?
Is it like continuity to any of the other ones, or is it a reboot thing? Because I loved the last couple.
I think it's continuity.
What, with like the James Franco, John Lithgow storyline?
Yeah.
No, I think this occurs after the third movie.
No, but I mean it's part of that series.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't even remember how I remember the third one was the letdown for me.
Was it?
I like the
Yeah,
third one.
War of the Planet of the Apes. I didn't think it was as good as the first two.
I like War for the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I thought they were all good in their own way.
Oh, okay. Right, well anyway, on that note, let's begin to wrap things up with a game. We are going to... I'm going to give each of you a minute, and you have to ask me as many yes-no questions as you can.
Wait. Can we play a game where we talk about movies that have horses shitting in them?
Yeah?
Okay.
How many can you name?
None.
None?
Give me a minute.
Like Blazing Saddles, or... It's got to be
There you go.
something. Yeah, it has to be.
2.
Like City Slickers.
I can name 2.
I bet you can. Okay, let's see who's going to go first. So, Cap, you will go first. What would you like to try to guess? You can ask me as many yes/no questions to figure it out within 1 minute. If you can't figure it out within a minute, I will pass it on to someone else. Would you like to try to figure out a fictional character, a movie, a TV show, a video game, a book, or, I don't know, something else?
TV show.
TV show. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, you have 1 minute to ask me as many yes/no questions as you can to work out what this TV show is, and here you go.
Is it the sci-fi genre?
No.
Is it the comedy genre?
Only kind of.
Only kind of. Is it the fantasy genre?
No.
Fantasy comedy? Oh, no. Okay, kind of. Is it romance comedy?
No.
Okay. Is it a sitcom?
No, it's not a sitcom.
Does it come out of the 80s?
No.
90s?
No.
2000s?
No.
70s?
No.
Okay, after 2010?
Yes.
Okay. Did it have multiple seasons?
I think there's... Yeah, I think there is at least a second season.
Is it the superhero genre?
No.
It's a slight comedy. Is it drama slash
Yes.
comedy? Is it on Netflix?
I don't believe so, no.
Is it on any streaming platforms?
It might be, but not that I know of. It's a TV show.
Okay.
Okay, that is time, I'm afraid, Cap. So, Jana, everything you learnt there, I hand over to you. So you heard all of what Capitho figured out. You now have 1 minute to try to narrow it down and get it. Go.
Is it still on the air right now?
Yes.
Is it about zombies?
No.
Is it a half-hour show?
I couldn't tell you. Either half hour or an hour. I think it's half an hour. It's quite short.
Is it comedy?
Comedy drama that Cap figured out. More
is
drama.
It set in the States?
Yes.
Does it have a lead guy in it?
Yeah.
Is it an ensemble?
No.
Is it geeky?
Only, not especially. Sort of.
Does anyone have superpowers?
No.
Does anyone have any powers?
Not really.
Are the characters in their 20s?
No, sometimes. Oh, but that is time. That is time. Tim, handing over to you. Go.
Is the main character known as a comedian in real life?
No.
Is the main character known as a serious actor in real life?
No.
Is the main character well known in real life?
Yes.
Has that actor been in superhero movies?
Yes.
Were they DC movies?
Yes.
They weren't Marvel movies.
No.
They were DC movies too.
Okay, so it's an actor in the show who has also been in DC movies.
Yes.
It's a half-hour
I think.
show, most likely. Drama, sitcom,
Yes.
drama, comedy.
Yes.
Not on streaming platforms, a TV show, and after 2010. Possibly 2 seasons.
Oh, that is time. That is time, I'm afraid. Dave, handing over to you. And go.
Oh God, I should pay more attention. Was this actor in the Snyder Cut?
In the Snyder Cut.
In the Snyderverse of DC?
Yes.
Right, okay. Was this actor... was it Ben Affleck?
No.
Was it Henry Cavill?
No.
Was it Ezra Miller?
No.
Help me out.
Gal Gadot? Come on, Gal Gadot.
I can only answer Dave.
Is there is the show because we know it's a drama, but is there a crime element to it?
No, I don't think so.
I'm trying to think of other genres.
Oh, that is
horror?
time. Marty, it is down to you. Go.
Has it got Jason Momoa in it?
No.
It is a male actor,
Yes.
and the show is on now.
Yes.
Oh God! And the genre thing is killing me because you haven't really given us much.
It's drama. It's drama with a hint of comedy.
Yeah, sounds like shit to me. Gosh, I don't know what to ask because all my questions were negated by Dave. Who else was in the Snyderverse? Lots of people. I don't know. I have no idea. A dramedy.
And that is time. I'm afraid no one got it. Right.
Well,
I will tell you.
Is it Peacemaker?
No, it's not Peacemaker. The show is Young Rock. Young
What?
Rock. Yeah. So I was asked, does it have, or is it about an actor? And yeah, it is, but he's barely in it. But there's 3 versions of him in it. It's confusing.
But he's not in the Snyderverse.
Yes, he is,
How?
because he was in Black Adam.
That's not the Snyderverse.
Yes, it is,
Henry Cavill
because
showed up.
Henry Cavill comes back.
showed up.
How? Wait. How does that not count as the Snyderverse?
That's weak. That's weak.
That is not weak. Like,
It is weak.
Henry Cavill made the announcement after being in Black Adam that he's going to be in Man of Steel 2. That's the Snyderverse.
I think I need to break this out. Yeah.
Oh, I give up on you guys. Right, anyway, who's going next? Jana, what would you like to try to guess?
TV show, sure.
Okay, TV show. Right, let's see.
No, wait, a fictional character.
Fictional character. Okay, I have a fictional character for you, and your time starts now.
Are they super?
Yes. No, not super.
Is it a woman?
No.
Is it a man?
Yes.
Is it a villain?
Yes.
Does he exist in a superhero world?
No.
Does he exist in fantasy?
Yes.
Are there many iterations of this character or just one?
Just on screen one.
Is he in a movie?
Yes.
Is he Marvel?
No.
Is he DC?
No.
Is he fighting zombies?
No.
Is he a true bad guy or does he change?
He changes. He's not the truest of true bad guys, but he isn't a good guy. Oh, that is time, I'm afraid, Jana. Tim, handing over to you. Go.
Is he Denethor, Steward of Gondor?
No.
Is he Saruman?
No.
Is he Sauron?
No.
It's not Lord of the Rings, then.
It's not from Lord of the Rings.
Damn it.
Okay, but it's fantasy name.
Yes.
Is he Galvatorix from that dragon thing?
No.
Oh, what a name. Is he gluten-free Sans Pants Man
No.
from the I Got Nothing? Was the movie from the 90s?
No.
Is the movie from the 2000s?
Yes.
Okay. I watched movies back then.
And that is
Is-
time. That is time. Handing over to Cap, and here you go.
Isn't Marty supposed to go before me?
No.
Okay.
That would be
where's
a no
our
question.
It's fantasy. Is it a recent movie?
Is it a what?
Is it a recent movie?
No. 2000.
Okay. In the 2000s. Is it the Mummy franchise?
No.
But I'm on the right track.
No.
Is it Does it have to do something with dragons? About dragons?
Only in a slight way.
Only in a slight way. Is it animated?
No.
Ah, damn it. 2000s, not animated, slightly dragonish. The character is slightly evil. Is there any in the 2000s? What fantasy series was famous in the 2000s? The only thing I can think of is Dragonheart. Is it Dragonheart?
And that is time. Okay, Marty, handing over to you.
Is it in the Harry Potter universe?
Yes.
Is it
Damn
Draco
it!
Malfoy?
No.
Is it Severus Snape?
No.
So villainous, but not quite villainous.
Yes.
Gosh, who's there? Who's right on the edge? Gosh, I feel like I've named just about everybody. Who else is right on the edge? Not Gary Oldman's character. What's his
No.
name? Shoot. The Professor Quirrell?
No.
It's not. Oh, Tom Riddle.
No.
Peter Pettigrew.
No, and that is time. Look, Dave isn't here. I don't think Dave's going to be back, so I'm going to give you all Dave's minutes. So feel free to come in with questions. All of you have got 1 minute. Go.
Is it Albus Dumbledore?
Sorry, Jana?
Gilderoy Lockhart?
Yes! There you
Oh,
go.
Damn it!
Okay, well done. Well done. You get the point. Okay, good. Who hasn't started
Curse
around?
you, Harry Potter!
Okay, ciao for now, Tim. You've got to go. Okay,
Yeah, sorry,
who's-
thank you.
That's no worries. Okay, Cap, you can start the next round. What would you like to guess?
We have character. Let's go with the movie.
Okay, so let's see what we've got here.
Also, I've been first. I think Marty hasn't gone first yet.
Well, look, people have jumped about on the screen. I've got confused.
David's mad at me, so he's not. He's ignoring me right now.
I try to. Right. Okay. Cap, your time
Okay.
starts now.
Is the film in the 90s?
No.
80s?
No.
2000s?
Either that or 2010s. I think more 2010s, but I might be slightly wrong.
Is it in the superhero genre?
No.
Is it in the fantasy genre?
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay. So does it take place in our world on Earth?
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay. So does it still have a modern setting? With
No,
the
it does not
fantasy
have a
element on
modern
it?
setting.
Okay, so we have to go back some sort of fantasy world.
Yeah, somewhat.
Okay. Is it Narnia?
No, it's not Narnia.
Is it the Hobbit films?
No.
Which movie? In the 2000s. Is it the Harry Potter again?
No.
Oh, thank God. What other films are there? Fantasy, kind of fantasy.
Oh, that is time, I'm afraid. Okay, handing over to Marty. Go.
Is it the Hunger Games?
No.
Is it the Divergent series?
No.
Am I hot? Am I warm?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. Does it have a male hero main character?
No.
Female?
Yes.
Fantasy. Gosh, I'm lost. From the 2000s. Does she have a specific kind of weapon that she uses?
Not a weapon. Power. Just to...
She has power?
Yeah.
Superpower?
Not superpower. Oh, that is time, I'm afraid. Handing over to Jana, and go.
was gonna say Buffy, but that's the
Oh,
90s.
it's not Buffy.
Is she a teenager?
I think so, probably.
Does she fight vampires?
No.
She fight demons?
No.
Does she fight the patriarchy?
Probably in some level.
Can she read minds?
I don't think so.
Does she have a gang of people she works with?
Not really. Maybe by the second one, if you'd count it, but no.
And these are movie
Yes.
franchise? 2000s?
Yeah.
Mid 2000s?
2000s or 2010s. About the same. Okay, that is time. But since Dave and Tim have gone, I'm going to give you a minute and a half to try to get
Is it a Disney film? Is it a Disney film?
It is a Disney film.
Is it Frozen?
It is Frozen! There we go. It's Frozen. Well done. Well done, Cap. Okay, excellent stuff. How did you get it from that?
Yeah, you said Narnia. It kind of felt like fantasy Disney-ish.
Yeah,
and then it was a girl lead, and she had the power. So
yeah, absolutely. Okay, Marty, last one. What would you like?
I would like a superhero film from the 70s, please.
I'll see what I can do.
What are the choices again?
Okay, fictional character, book, movie, TV show, or video game.
I'll just do a movie.
Okay. And let's see. Let's get something which is interesting enough. Okay, I've got something. And Marty, your time starts now.
Is it from the 70s?
No.
60s?
No.
80s?
Yes.
80s. Is it a superhero film?
No.
Sci-fi?
Yes.
Does it take place on Earth?
No.
Takes place in space?
Yes.
Are there like spaceships?
Oh, hang on, 90s. Not
90s.
it's not really a spaceship. It's not in outer space. It's not on Earth though.
Oh, it's not in outer space. It's not on Earth. Oh, is it the Abyss?
No.
That's on Earth though. Shoot. Are there aliens involved?
Yeah. I'd say yeah, but technically maybe no. No, in fact, definitely no.
Is there like a space army, like military
A little bit.
presence?
Only a little bit. That is time. Okay, Jana, handing over to you. Go.
Is it a comedy?
Not especially. Only ever so slightly.
Is there a main character a guy?
Yes.
Does he have any sort of powers?
No, not really.
Is he in the military?
No.
It's the 90s?
Yes.
Does anything explode?
Definitely.
Does the main character die?
No.
Is it animated?
No, it's not animated.
Is it a horror?
No, not horror. Sci-fi.
Both of those can exist.
It's true.
I have no idea.
Oh, that is time. Handing over to Cap and go.
Is it Total Recall?
Yes, it is! It is Total Recall! How did you get that?
90s, explosion, sci-fi, Mars, Arnold.
We didn't even
Flight
say
of
Mars! But yeah, well done. Yeah, that is right. So yeah, there we see, like, they literally say that there were aliens, hence the hand thing that he puts his hand on. But all of the people we see are mutants.
I never noticed it. I mean, what about the girl with the... You know?
No, she's a mutant, Cap.
Ah, okay.
And then
okay.
Quato, like the baby that comes out of that guy's chest, he's a mutant. He's not an alien.
Okay.
So yeah, but I see why people would think they are aliens. But yeah, there you go. Cap. Oh, we have a draw, in fact. So Marty, you didn't win this week. Jana and Capelthave, you are we're going to just call it, you are this week's Geek of the Week. So well done you. So excellent stuff there. Let's find out where we can find everyone from social media. Everyone on social media. We're not going to try to find everyone from social media because it's quite a long list. Marty, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at What Would Jesus Glue, and here on Extreme.
Fabuloso. Jana, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at JanaLizG, and I try to remember to post my stuff on there.
Cap, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Sundays where I sing, I dance, I throw myself in a bucket, I work with puppets, and recently I did an odd death battle, Penguins of Madagascar versus Superman. It's kind of quirky and funny, but the idea really works. So go check that out. It has a little multiverse of madness on it. And yeah, you can find me here as well.
Wait, so you're saying that we get Penguins of Madagascar versus Superman, but we can't get Black Adam versus Superman? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
James Gunn. Right, okay, so my name is David Postansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Postansky. Make sure you go over to youtube.com/@geekbattle. Oh, if you can see it. No, you can't. Right, and smash that subscribe button there. And Dave isn't here, but Darth Nocturnus, I believe, is his handle on social media. Follow his blue friend, Myrtil Blueberry. Tim is something about potatoes, which is the best I can remember. And follow them all there. With that from me, from everyone else. Stay safe, always stay extreme, live long and